Hello everyone, myself Sachin Gaware from RBMB College, Shrampur. Today we continue our next lecture on the chapter Probability Distribution from paper 2nd, 12th Science, exercise 7.1. Now in exercise 7.1, question number 4 is find the probability distribution of. There are three sub questions. First is number of heads in tosses of a coin. Number of heads in a tosses of two coins. Tosses of two coins. Now see the solution for first one. Since we have to find the probability distribution for number of heads, so define x as a random variable, that is number of heads. Number of heads. Now since we tosses only two coins, so the values of x are 0, 1 or 2 only. Since we toss only two coins, so the values of x are 0, 1 and 2. And the sample space, yes, for an experiment of tossing two coins, it is given by HH, HT, TH, TT. Now if we find the probability distribution, so here we write the table which shows the value of random variable x equals to x, that is the random variable x taking the value of x, and its corresponding probability, that is probability when random variable x takes the value of x. Now the values of random variable x are 0, 1 and 2. Now observe that there are four alternatives, four outcomes in a sample space, yes. Now the random variable x takes the value of 0, that means only 0 heads appear. 0 heads means both tails are appear. Now here both tail is the only one chance, that is getting 0 head, or we say both are tails. So when x equals to 0, its probability is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 because the total outcomes are 4. Now when x takes the value of 1, that is we have to find the probability that getting one head, and such a two outcomes are available here. Such a two outcomes are available here in which there is a one head, so its probability is 2 by 4. And lastly, when x takes the value 2, that is getting 2 head, such a only one outcome is available, so its probability is 1 by 4, and this is the probability distribution. We can cross check whether the probability distribution is correct or not. You can verify by using the sum of the probabilities, sum of the PIs giving 1 or not. If it is 1, then our answer is correct. Our answer is correct. Here observe that 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4, that is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4, that is 4 by 4, that is equals to 1. That is equals to 1. So our answer is correct. Now the second one. Now in second the number of tails. Now here we define the random variable, that the number of tail in tossing of 3 coins. In tossing of 3 coins. So here we define x equals to number of tails. Number of tails in 3 tosses. In 3 tosses. So this x takes the values 0, 1, 2 and 3, because we can get only maximum 3 tails in 3 tosses. So the random variable x takes the values 0, 1, 2 and 3. And now in 3 tosses, the sample space yes, is given by HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, TTT, TTH, THT and HTT. This is the sample space for a random variable of tossing 3 coins. Now observe that here it contains 8 elements. It contains 8 elements. So now we try to write the probability distribution. Probability distribution. So now to write the probability distribution, again we draw a table which shows the values of random variable x and its corresponding probabilities, that is probability that x equals to x, or here you can write only p of x also, or you can write here only a p of x also. Now the values of random variable x are 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now here x is denoted, x denotes the number of tails. Now there are 8 outcomes total. That in that 8 outcomes, 0 tails appear in only one observation, that is HHH. So when x takes the value 0, its probability is 1 by 8. Its probability is 1 by 8. Next, the number of observation in which x takes the value of 1, that is only one tail. Such observations are 1, 2 and 3. There are 3 outcomes. There are 3 outcomes in which there exists one tail only. So when x takes the value 1, its probability is 3 by 8. Similarly, that when x takes the value 2, that is getting 2 tails, such a 3 outcomes are available. Such a 3 outcomes are available. So when x equals to 2, its probability is again 3 by 8. And lastly, getting x value of x as a 3, that is getting 3 tail, such a only one outcome is given. So its probability is 1 by 8. Its probability is 1 by 8. This is the probability distribution of getting number of tails in 3 tosses. Again, we can verify that the sum of the probabilities is 1. Sum of the probabilities is 1. Now for the third question, now in third question we use some different tricks. We use some different tricks because in third sub question we have to toss 4 coins and x is number of heads. X is number of heads. Now we use this method. We use this method when the writing or listing the sample space is difficult, or we can say it is not possible. Listing of an sample space is not possible, or it is difficult. Now for the third case, suppose x is the number of heads in 4 tosses. Here, to find this probability distribution, we use some different method, because to write the sample space of tossing 4 coins, to write the sample space of tossing 4 coins, it is difficult one. So we use here the another method. So now let the values of x. Now the values of x here are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the different values of x in getting number of heads in 4 tosses. Now to write the probability distribution, let yes, that is the success is getting head. Success is getting head. We define S as a getting success, that is getting head. So the probability of getting success in one trial in one trial is 1/2. Is 1/2, and therefore if we define F for a failure, that is not getting head, or we can say getting tail, because in tossing of one coin there are only two observations, that is head and tail. So here we write getting tail. Remember again, getting tail is equivalence to getting not head in tossing a single coin. So the probability of failure is again 1/2. Probability of failure is again 1/2. Now if we understand these two things, then it is easy to write the probability distribution. Now to write the probability distribution, consider a table. To write a probability distribution, consider a table. In this table, we write the value of x equals to x, that is the random variable x takes the value x. Now the values of this x are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The values of this random variable are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now here we write the corresponding probabilities, that probability of x equals to x, that is when random variable takes the value x. Now here the value of x is 0. Value of x is 0, that is we have to find the probability of not getting head. Probability of not getting head, that is we have to find the probability of failure in each of the 4 cases. So here its probability is probability of failure in first trial, then again probability of failure in second trial, probability of failure in third trial, and probability of failure in fourth trial. And if we substitute the value of probability of failure, that is 1/2, it gives, which is equals to half into half into half and into half, since each probability is half. And now if we simplify it, it becomes 1/16. It becomes 1/16. Now for getting the value of x equals to 1, value of random variable x is 1. Now since we get the head in at least one trial, there are 4 trials, and the getting head is maybe any one of the trial. So there are 4 alternatives, that is this can be written as 4C1, that is getting head in any one of the 4 trials. Getting head in one of the 4 trials. And now into we get 1 success and 3 failures. So here we can write probability of success, first 1 success, into probability of failure, into probability of failure, into probability of failure. This 4C1 is for getting head at any one of the 4 trials, any one of the 4 trials, and we know the combinations, selection of one place. So this probability becomes now, which is equals to, we know that 4C1 means 4. 4C1 means 4. So it becomes 4 into 1/2 into 1/2 into 1/2 and into 1/2. So if we multiply these one, this becomes 4/16. This becomes 4/16. We get the value when random variable takes the value 1, that is getting 1 head in 4 tosses. Its probability is 4/16. Now getting 2 heads, getting 2 heads. Now there are 4 places. Since we toss a coin 4 times, there are 4 places for these 2 heads. 4 places for these 2 heads. It alternatively means that we have to arrange 4 heads at 2 places. 4 heads at 2 places, and this can be done by 4C2 ways. This can be done by 4C2 ways. Now again, since there are 2 heads, we considering the random variable taking value 2, that is 2 heads, that is we get 2 successes and 2 failures. So it becomes probability of success into probability of success. 2 successes, that is 2 heads, and 2 tails, that is probability of failure and probability of failure, which is equals to. Now 4C2 means 12. Since, see here, 4C2 is nothing but 4 into 3 upon 2 into 1. 2 to the 4, so it becomes 6. It becomes 6. So it gives 6 into half into half into half into half. That gives 6 upon 16. That gives 6 upon 16. Now next, getting 3 heads. Now getting 3 heads is equivalent to getting 1 tail. Getting 3 heads is equivalent to getting 1 tail. So this case is again repeats. Or in another word, we can write it as 4C3, because in 4 places, in 4 alternatives, we have to arrange 3 heads. We have to place 3 heads at 4 places, and by using combination, this can be written as 4C3. Now here we consider the 3 successes. So probability of success into probability of success into probability of success into probability of failure into probability of failure. That is 3 successes and 1 failure. And now again 4C3. 4C3 is 4, because NC n minus 1. NC n minus 1 is always n. So we get 4C3 as a 4. So we get 4 into 1/2, that is probability of success, into 1/2 into 1/2, and probability of failure, that is 1/2. So again this becomes 4 upon 16. It becomes 4 upon 16. Now observe here, now when we take 4 heads, or random variable x takes the value of 4, that gives all possible places are filled with head, and so we get probability of success, that is probability of getting success in each trial. So probability of success into probability of success into probability of success and into probability of success. 4 successes. And so this is equals to now half into half into half and into half. So it becomes 1 upon 16. 1 upon 16. So like this we get the probability distribution. Now if we summarize this table in short, if we summarize this table in short, this can be written as, that is, the probability distribution is, in tossing 4 coins getting heads, the probability distribution is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The probability distribution is 1 upon 16, 4 upon 16, 6 upon 16, 4 upon 16 and lastly 1 upon 16. Observe here the sum 1 upon 16 plus 4 upon 16, that is 5 upon 16 plus 6 upon 16, 11 upon 16 plus 4 upon 16, 15 upon 16 and plus 1, that is 16 upon 16 becomes 1. So it is the probability distribution since sum is equals to 1. Now from this example we can generalize the probability distribution for tossing n coins, and success is considered as, random variable is considered as either getting tail or getting head. Both are same because the probability of getting tail or probability of getting head in single trial is the same, that is equals to half. So the probability distribution for tosses of n coins, then in this n tosses you can define x as number of heads or number of tails. Its probability distribution is given by probability of x equals to x equals to NCX into 1/2 raised to n. NCX into 1/2 raised to n for x equals to 0, 1, 2 up to so on n. This is the generalized formula. You can use directly this one. Observe first, here n equals to 4. Because we tosses the 4 coins. So 4C0 means 1. 1/2 raised to 4, 1 upon 16. Then if we put n equals to 4 and x equals to 1, we get it is 4 upon 16. Here if we put n equals to 4, x equals to 2, n equals to 4, x equals to 2, we get 6 upon 16. And similarly if we put n equals to 4 and x equals to 3, we get 4 upon 16. And when n equals to 4 and again x equals to 4, we get 1 upon 16. So by using this formula we can find for any number of tosses, probability distribution for any number of tosses for a coin. Now the next example, Now, see the example number 5. Find the probability distribution of a successes in tosses 2 dice when a success is defined as a number getting greater than 4 appear on at least one die. Remember here, the number or the success is defined a number greater than 4 appear on at least one die. So to write the solution, first consider a single toss or tossing a single coin. The sample space S is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and a number greater than 4 is only 5 and 6. So the probability of success again here, if we define yes for a success, the probability of success is 2 by 6, because 5 and 6 are the numbers greater than 4. So probability of success is 2 by 6, that is equals to 1 by 3. And the probability of failure, that is getting a number less than or equals to 4, and such a 4 numbers are here which are less than or equals to 4, and so the probability of failure is 4 by 6, that is 2 by 3. This probability of failure also find by using 1 minus probability of success. 1 minus probability of success, that is 1 minus 1 by 3. Also we get 2 by 3. Now, since in this random experiment we tosses the 2 coins, so the random variable x, if we define the random variable x as getting a number greater than 4, then x takes the values 0, 1 or 2, since we tosses the 2 dice. Now it means that either we get the number greater than 4 on 0 tosses, means neither first nor second toss, or we get any one of the toss on which we get the number greater than 4, or in both the tosses we get the number greater than 4. Now to write the probability distribution, again consider a table. Now in this table we write the values of x equals to small x and its corresponding probability, that is probability when x equals to x, Now the values of x are 0, 1 and 2. The possible values of random variable x, that is getting a number greater than 4, are 0, 1 and 2. Now there are 2 dice are thrown, that is there are 2 trials, and we have to find getting 0 successes, that is the probability of getting failure on first toss, and again probability of getting failure on second toss also, on second throw, or we can say on second toss also. So the probability becomes probability of a failure into probability of failure. Now the probability of failure we find here, the probability of failure is 2 by 3. So this becomes, which is equals to 2 by 3 into 2 by 3, that is 4 by 9. 2 by 3 into 2 by 3, that is 4 by 9. Now in 2 tosses getting 1 success again. Now again getting 1 success, that success or that number greater than 4 is on first toss or on second toss. That is, we have to find the probability of getting success on first and probability of failure on second. Success on first trial, failure on second trial, or failure on first trial and success on second trial. Now putting the values of probability of success, that is 1 by 3, and probability of failure as a 2 by 3, it becomes 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3 into 1 by 3. And so this is equals to, this becomes 2 by 9 plus 2 by 9, that is again 4 by 9. 2 by 9 plus 2 by 9, that is 4 by 9. Now next, the probability of getting 2 successes. So probability of getting success on first trial, in first trial, and probability of getting success on second trial also. This is the probability of successes. And so this probability of success becomes, now probability of success is 1 by 3, so it becomes 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. Now 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 becomes 1 by 9. And again observe that the sum of the all probabilities, that is 4 by 9 plus 4 by 9 and plus 1 by 9 becomes 9 by 9, that is again 1. So it is an probability distribution for an random variable x, which is defined as getting a number greater than 4 on either toss or either disk. Okay, now we go to the next problem number 6. Now the question number 6 is, from a lot of 30 bulbs, which includes 6 defective bulbs, a sample of 4 bulbs is drawn at random with replacement. That is, when we select the 4 bulbs, we again replace it. Okay? Now find the probability that, or probability distribution of number of defective bulbs. Now again, now if we define X as a success, that is getting a defective bulb, that is we select a defective bulb, X is defective bulbs. So now since we select the 4 bulbs, we draw the 4 bulbs, so this value of X is 0, 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now if we again define S as a success, now here success is the defective bulb is selected. Now there are 6 defective bulbs, out of 30. So getting the probability of success is 6 upon 30. It gives 6 upon 30, that is 1 upon 5. And if we define not selecting the defective bulbs, that is the probability of failure. Now non-defective bulbs, since 6 bulbs are defective out of 30 bulbs, so there are 30 minus 6, that is 24 non-defective bulbs. So the probability of failure is 24 upon 30, and which is 4 upon 5, which can be written as 4 upon 5. Or again you can find this probability of failure as 1 minus probability of success. Now to write the probability distribution, we consider the values of X as 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we write the table for the probability distribution, in which we take the value of X, that is random variable X taking the value of X, and the values of X are 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the values for the X, and here we write the probability of X equals to X. Here we write the probability of X equals to X. Now here we have to find probability of getting 0 success. Here we have to find probability of getting 0 success, that is in all the 4 trials. Since we select the 4 bulbs, so in all the 4 trials we get the failure. So we have to find here this probability equals to probability of failure into probability of failure into probability of failure into probability of failure. And we know that here the probability of failure is 4 upon 5. So it gives 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5, and which can be written as 4 upon 5 raised to 4. 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Now for getting 1 success again. Now in 4 trials, getting 1 success, which may be in first trial or in second trial or in third trial or in fourth trial. That is, there are 4C1 which found to be 4 alternating ways of getting success. So it becomes 4C1, that is probability of one success. This probability of this success has 4 alternating ways: first, second, third or fourth place. For that we taken here it is 4C1. So probability of success into probability of failure, 3 failures. So probability of failures, 3 failures here. Now if we put the values, this 4C1 is 4. 4C1 is 4. The probability of success is 1 upon 5. So it becomes 1 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 and again into 4 upon 5. Now this 4 into 1 upon 5 means again 4 upon 5. So it again becomes 4 upon 5 raised to 4. 4 upon 5 raised to 4 by using the law of indices. Now again, out of the 4 trials, getting 2 success, the position of alternating positions of getting successes is 4C2. 4C2, and getting 2 successes, that is probability of success into probability of success into probability of failure into probability of failure, which is equals to. Now again this 4C2 is again 6. So it becomes 6 into 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5 into 4 upon 5 into 4 upon 5. So if we make these calculations, this will be 6 upon 25. This 6 upon 25 into 4 upon 5 square into 4 upon 5 square. Now next. Now getting 3 successes. Now again the places of 3 successes are from 4 trials, it is 4C3. And the 3 successes are probability of success, probability of success and probability of success. 3 success and 1 failure. 1 failure. Again this 4C3. 4C3 means 4. 4C3 means 4. So we get 4 into 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5. That is these are the probabilities of 3 successes and 1 failure, that is 4 upon 5. So it becomes 16 upon 5 raised to 4. 16 upon this 5 raised to 4. And for the last one, getting 4 successes, that is we get the success in each of the trial, that is we get the 4 successes like this: probability of success, probability of success, probability of success and probability of success, all 4 trials. So it becomes 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5 into 1 upon 5, that is 1 upon 5 raised to 4. 1 upon 5 raised to 4. Now again, if we summarize this one, if we summarize or we take the calculations, this becomes, or you can simplify this one. So this probability distribution is given by, that is x equals to x, and probability of x equals to x is for 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These values becomes now 4 raised to 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Here it is 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Now if we calculate 4 raised to 4, so it becomes 16 into 16, that is 16 square. 16 square, which is or we can write directly, it is 4 upon 5 raised to 4 into 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Next one is now here that is 6 into, now for the second case, observe there, in second case it is 6 into 6 upon 25 into 4 upon 5 square. Now 4 square is 16 and 16 into 6 it is 96, so it becomes 96 upon 5 raised to 4. 96 upon 5 raised to 4. Third one for third, 16 upon 5 raised to 4. And lastly, 1 upon 5 raised to 4. This is the probability distribution. This is the probability distribution that X, which is the selection of defective bulbs from given 30 bulbs including 6 defective bulbs. And you can simplify here, taking the law of indices, that is 4 raised to 4 and 5 raised to 4, you can simplify it and also verify that the sum of the probabilities becomes 1. Thank you. Now the next 7 number problem. A coin is biased. Here the biased coin is given so that the head is 3 times likely occurs as a tail. That is, here we have to give one probability of head. The probability of head is 3 by 4 and the probability of tail as 1 by 4. Probability of head is 3 by 4 and probability of tail is 1 by 4. Now, is 3 times likely as the tail. Now next is, if a coin tossed twice, that is a coin tossed 2 times, and find the probability distribution of number of tails. Now here we have to define X as a number of tails. Number of tails. Now since we toss the coin 2 times, the values of X are 0, 1 and 2. The values of X are 0, 1, 2. Remember here one thing, the value of X are the number of tails. The value of X are the number of tails. Now to write this probability distribution, let's make a table which shows the value of X. Random variable X takes the value X and its corresponding probability, that is probability when X takes the value small x. Now the values of X are 0, 1 and 2. The values of X are 0, 1 and 2. Now to find the probability of getting 0 value of X as a 0, that is 0 tails, because we define X as a tail. 0 tail, it means that in both the trials we get the head, so it gives probability of head into probability of getting head. And we know that the probability of head is a 3 by 4, so it becomes 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. 3 by 4 into 3 by 4, which found to be 9 upon 16. It is found to be 9 upon 16. Now when we say that probably X takes the value 1, it means that in one toss we get the tail, that is the success. So here there are 2 cases, that is, suppose we say that in first trial we get head and in second trial we get the tail. That is, on first trial we get the failure and on second trial we get the success, or on first trial we get the success and on second trial we get the failure. Getting head means a failure. So now putting these values here, the probability of getting head is 3 by 4 and probability of getting tail is 1 by 4. So it becomes 3 by 4 into 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 into 3 by 4. Now taking these calculations, it becomes 3 by 16 plus 3 by 16, that is 6 by 16. And now for last, that is random variable x takes 2, value getting 2, that is we get both trials getting tails. So its probability of getting tail, that is the success, into probability of getting tail, that is another success, and the probability of success is 1 by 4. So it gives 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, that gives 1 upon 16. That gives 1 upon 16. So this is the probability distribution. Now again, if we summarize this probability distribution, this can be written as in tabular form, that is x and probability of x. Values of x are 0, 1 and 2, and the value will be 9 upon 16. From that table, 9 upon 16, 6 upon 16 and 1 upon 16. Again, you can verify the sum of these probabilities, that is 9 upon 16 plus 6 upon 16, that is 15 upon 16 plus 1 upon 16, that gives 16 upon 16, that is 1. So it is the probability distribution. Thank you. In next chapter, we solve the problem depending on a PMF, that is probability mass function.